Hey, this is Tianming Liu. This video is about my 3D design new venture for Rules of the Road. The reason why I'm choosing to study 3D design is that I have always loved art and I loved drawing when I was young. However, I have never had a chance to learn art professionally when I was young. But because of the pandemic last year, I do have some free time to do something that I want. So I start doing clay. This is the video that is the process that I'm doing clay creating. And this is the final look of my clay. The second reason why I chose to study 3D design is that more new technology has been launched and more people are using 3D design in their life, such as interior designs, VR games, and also the virtual meetings. And a lot more things that are using 3D design right now. I remember the guest speaker Cheryl, the CEO from CK, said they also use VR technology for their clothing design. On another hand, just creating something so realistic on the computer just sounds so fun for me. Therefore, I started my 3D design new venture. The starting of my new venture was not that easy. I have no idea about 3D design, but I know that I need to find the right tool. So I started my searching by typing what is the best software for 3D design, and I went through a lot of articles and tried to find the right one for me. After hours of searching, I found the software called Blender. Blender is a free software and has a lot of tutorial videos on YouTube for beginners. I started practicing basic technique for using the Blender and I followed a lot of videos on YouTube. And for me, the most difficult part is how to control the mouse. The mouse is really sensitive and really hard to control, and it really takes time to practice. After several days of playing around with the software and getting familiar with it, I started my first project. My first project, I want to model my head. Therefore, I searched for tutorial on YouTube as well, and I spent 2 days on my own head modeling. And here is the final look of my own head modeling. Even though I don't know who she is, I think I need to practice more, but I'm really proud of the result. After my first project, I want to do something more difficult, and I find out using YouTube as my learning material was not enough. Therefore, I find this website called Skillshare. You can find so many different classes on this website. I saved a lot of classes and I'm planning to do all of them in the future. I really recommended this website. It literally has everything you need if you want to learn something new. The second project I have been doing for a week because it was a little bit difficult for me. Each video is not that long, but I have to pause so many times to check what exactly he was doing in the video because I'm still not that familiar with this software. The process took way longer than I thought. I only finished a room and a video with a blend. The blend was so hard to make. Here are some process when I'm doing the structure of the house, the window, and the hardest part, the blend. But that's also the reason why I enjoy doing 3D design because I feel so proud of myself after seeing the result. And this is my 3D design setup, and the last part that I have been working on for this project, I'm definitely going to finish in the future. I'm not only trying to do the 3D interior design, but also doing some structure on iPad. I found this amazing app on iPad called Nomad, and I also found some tutorials on YouTube for beginners and start learning from there. This app is way easier to use than Blender because I could use the pen to draw on the screen freely. And here are some structures that I made, and I'm going to keep practicing on this app as well. So those are the projects that I've been doing, and I'm gonna keep doing it in the future. So after this new venture, I realized that entrepreneur is just like trying to learn something new in your life. You need to find something that you're really passionate about and start learning it and put time on it. But you want to be good at it. For 3D design, you have to find the right tutorial video that you should learn from. And in the business area, just like what we learned from touring in the first class, we need to find the right network and approach to the right people who we are interested in. I also find out that I need a lot of patience in doing 3D design. I got really frustrating because I couldn't figure out how to find the right material for my project. But after practicing, things becomes easier for me. That could also be related to Module 3 that will be learned from Cheryl. You have to understand your company's customer. Customers are like the tool in the software, and I want to create a really good project. I have to understand my tools first. That's the key to succeed. Everything is not easy in our life. We have to spend a lot of time learning what we want to do. There is not such an easy thing. When we see someone could create something amazing, that means they spent thousands of hours to practice. Just like being a succeed entrepreneur, we have to work hard, learn hard, and then we can achieve what we want in the end.